Good evening. Again, if you are watching this, you probably tried to join our live stream earlier tonight. We are clearly having some technical issues, so this will be a pre-recorded. Uh, well, I won't call it a stream, but we pre-recorded episode of what is left of tonight's racing. Obviously, missing that first race after awesome qualifying and some tight action at the top and through the mid pack as usual. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you have joined us here once again for Asrnz's 2025 GT3 Series Round 2 at Laguna Seca. A belated broadcast of this event, proudly brought to you again by MATCHFIT Entertainment, struggling to do their job. And obviously the good people at Race Command for keeping, the stuff that is running smoothly. Thank you, Race Command, and Geordie Moss for all of that. As I will fumble my way through this once again, as the boys are just going through. Well, they're having a little bit of a break because we just finished race one. I can't even give you the results from race one, but I suspect the last time I looked, it was Phil Antoon, Brandon Webley, and then Shane Frodo, I think, with Stu Arrowsmith in fourth position, not too far behind, and I think it was Niparis and Vic Chan in the Porsche. So that, didn't look like it was going to change last time we looked as this session starts to wind down. Look, we've got Laguna Seca tonight. That's where we are with the Super Sprint. No compulsory pit stops, quick fire racing here, ladies and gentlemen, for Laguna Seca. Next week for round 3, we are at Nords for an enduro at Nords. Yes, you heard correctly. So that will be interesting to say the least. Start bringing you some action as soon as we can. As I just see somebody walking through the door. Who might that be? Might that be Steve Wilton? I'm not sure. Let's have a look as these boys start to roll out for quali for race 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. 10-minute quali broken up into 2. Pro AM and AM guys out first, and then the pros, the big guns, the pros, and the silver class guys out there. There may be a little bit of shuffling around the classes as per usual at ASI early in the season, with a few new guys in and some guys improving, mind you, need to be reclassed. So they crunch the numbers, they've got the data, and they put it all together, and so there can quite often be a little bit of a reclass shuffle early in the season. A couple of them to be noted too, I'm sure. And I think it's a healthy debate going on in the chat over at ASRNZ. And get over to the ASRNZ Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Links in the description. While you're there sourcing that little link there, hit the like and subscribe button while you're there as well. Like I mentioned, a little bit of a delayed coverage here tonight for the round 2 of the ASRNZ 2025 GT3 series here at Laguna Seca. A couple of techie issues. We're having some internet issues as well. So this is a pre-recorded version of this race. But we didn't want you guys to miss out. So we are keeping you covered with all of the action going on track. Cameras on Rusty Shackelford in the BMW. In the Jesus, the King BMW. He's got all the right people on his. Steve Melling out there in the Valvoline car. We did see that car struggle a little bit in race 1 before he sadly dropped away there. But Steve Melling, big favourite for the Pro-Am Championship once again here in 2025 in the GT3 series. So keep an eye out on that guy. Phil Turner to the top of the board. I think I've got Farmer in the room, but I can't hear him.
You have, mate. I'm sorry. Welcome, viewers. I saw you sitting here on your own, buddy, and I thought I'd just come say g'day and maybe join in.
Oh, look, you're more than welcome in. Look, this is MatchFit family here. As you probably already know, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Wilton, aka Farmer, in the booth tonight. We've J-Man having some technical issues at home. There must be some internet bugs going on here tonight, Farmer. So a few boys struggling, including ourselves. We are not streaming live, but pre-recording here, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep you guys up to date with the action. We are coming towards the end of Q2 there, Farmer, before they go into race 2. And I think the fast guys will be just sort of starting to line up now, I suspect.
Just hooking up the display device, mate, so I can get in.
Oh,
what's
lovely.
Going on.
Louis Van der Venter just rolling across the line in the big boat lead. But Rusty Shackelford, one to be noted, with a 23.580, puts himself on the top of the board. Timmy Nash coming for him, though, rounding the final corner now. We saw Nash quick in race 1, I can tell you that, and in qualifying Q1. Goes to the top of the board, but he definitely struggled in race, did Timmy Nash. So it'll be interesting to watch his race. A couple of other guys still out on track, as we will start to see the fast guys coming out now. A couple of guys finishing their laps up here. Damien Jones heading to this corkscrew. I think one that got across the line there. Van der Venter circulating still, just running down into the back section of the circuit and rounding the final corner. He's got a full second up his sleeve, which will put him towards the front row there. It does. It puts him in second position provisionally. So nice work from Van der pushing Shackelford back. We saw Tim Nash. Oh, hang on. Shields is across the line as well. Just put his Aston Martin in third position as those boys pop back to the pit. And we see the big boys starting to roll out. The likes of Vic Chan in the Giga Racing Porsche, Phil Antoon, Jacob Wadsworth, Stu Arrowsmith, Mitchy Haas as well in the Aston Martin. We saw Carso, he was smack bang in the middle of a ding dong battle mid-pack in race 1, ladies and gentlemen. And look, you just have to take my word for that, because you probably didn't see it. But yes, mid-pack battle was epic. Wally Baker in and on track at the moment, as well as Tony Spence and Shane Fudderdo, one who missed round 1 but is back here at Laguna Seca. And you know, look, some people would say, you know, missing Zandvoort isn't a bad thing. I don't know about you, Farmer. But
Look, I was disappointed to miss last week, mate. I don't mind Zandvoort. One of my, not so much favourite, but I don't dislike racing at Zandvoort. So
no,
I would have preferred to be there than turn up today at Laguna, to be honest.
look, you and me
Um,
both. I think we agree there. I look. I think I'd rather go to Zandvoort over Laguna as well. Not everybody's cup of tea. Laguna, very technical stuff, isn't it, mate? You really got to have the eyes on for this one, don't you?
Oh, look, I just turned up there and entered in race 1 with 0 practice, and God, mate, it was on, eh? Like, it's a very busy track, isn't it?
It is. It is.
So actually happy to come put the helmet up and sit here and relax after that.
Oh, look. Well, good,
know.
good. Well, fridge is full, mate. Seats warm.
Oh, thanks.
You're always welcome. As we see the likes of Phil Antoon and Brandon Webley, of course, poking up to the top of the board there. Obviously, Antoon in the Datsun and Webley, oh, look, as usual, in the Mustang. And doesn't he pedal it well? Aerosmith in the pits. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Vic Chan chasing that time, and Frodo also out on track chasing that time. Time is at the essence, because these qualifying sessions are very short for these guys, only 5 minutes. So it's pretty well a hot lap, isn't it? You know, like you might.
We got 2, so we got an out lap and then 2 hot laps, and then that was it. She was done and dusted. So.
Yeah, you want to, like, so it's like, what's the mentality? Just try and hit that, get a banker in that first hottie, and then maybe push that little bit extra for the second or something.
Well, that is the idea, mate, but, I had that mentality going out there, and the first lap said, sorry, that's a cut track, lap invalidated. So, it was all on the line for the last one, but...
banker for the second.
Banker for the second.
Oh, look. Well, like, you just got to think on your feet sometimes, don't you? Spence across the line, putting the number 420 McLaren in 7th position. Look, only a couple of boys snuck across the line there. Webley and Antoon, I think Chan as well, all the top 3 all getting across the line.
That looks sparse, mate. 21.8 Webley, that's a quick time there, buddy.
But Antoon, look, well up on his delta there.
He is, actually. He's got a half a second on his delta there, so that
will easily eclipse that if he can.
Right.
Carry that through. And look at the body language on the said Nissan there. Looks so fast and hooked up here. And
coming around the final turn there, he's got this. He's dropped a little, but he's still going to go P1 potentially. There you go.
21.697, ladies and gentlemen. Very healthy lap. Frodo just sneaking across the line. Actually pips Chan for 3rd position. Spence rounding the final corner as well. We will get some paint on that car eventually. But Tony Spence pipping Frodo for 3rd position there. So nice work from him. Carso across the line. Wally Baker across as well. So what do we got? Phil Antoon, Brandon Webley, Tony Spence, Shane Frodo, Vic Chan, Stu Arrowsmith, who sort of got out of quali early there. Matt Niparis, Jacob Wadsworth, I'll get my tongue around it eventually. Perkins and Nash rounding out the top 10. Nice work from the boys there. Like I mentioned earlier, Farmer, we're going to Nords next week. Like, really?
For an endurance. I know. A track that I just do not know at all.
I don't think a lot of people know.
Might be better if I come and sit here, buddy, for that one.
Well,
but there's a lot of people who are excited to go there. I'm not one of them.
Well, look, from the videos that I watch, it just looks like a drive in the country, Farmer. Should be easy as, bro.
There's plenty of time for sightseeing, yeah.
But that is next week and this week, and right now we are just counting down as the boys sit on the grid here and stress about race 2. I'll stress about my, well, I won't stress about my internet connection anymore because that's gone. This will be pre-recorded, ladies and gentlemen. Please excuse us for the interruptions in race 1, but look, we had to get back here and get it all sorted for you guys to keep you up with what's going on. And thank you for bearing with us. And look, while you're there, hit the like and subscribe button and add a comment anyway. Even if it's not a live stream, just chuck it out there and we'll read it. We'll respond as we do. Farmer, what are you thinking of? What was that mid-pat like? You reckon it was just
Mate,
out of control, race
it
1?
was. Look, I got lucky, mate. I started P4 and I came home in 13, so I was feeling a little bit chuffed with myself actually, mate. But it wasn't through any skill of my own, as there was a little tanglement here and another little tangle there, and even a couple of cars on the last lap parted ways and were doing doughies in the sand for me. So, couple of angry comments on comms there throughout the race. So
It got heated.
yeah, well, not too badly, but there was some apologies going on afterwards. So I think the boys will be a little bit more settled now that they've got that first one out of the system.
Yep. So this is so what farmers say.
Yeah.
This is the one to watch, guys. So
yeah. Look, it's tricky to pass. Tricky
It-
to pass on this track.
yeah, Laguna, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's hard enough just keeping the bloody thing on the track without anybody there. So anyway, look, these boys just about to roll away. Farmer, you take it away for a minute. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, sure, mate. Gee, it's been a few months since I've done this, but yeah, looking good on the front row there. Philantoon and Webley there. Very close lap times. Wally. We've got Tony Spence, Shane Futterell on P2, Vic Chan, Aerosmith. One to watch. Stu has come, leaps and strides lately, moving up, showing that he can mix it with the pro boys there on row 3. Nippers and Wadsworth on row 4, Perkins and Nash on row 5. And then we sort of drop into the first of our pro-ams, which is Rusty Chickford, really sort of leveling up there, showing that he's got a good pace for the pro-am class and possibly looking for promotion into silver.
Look, I think there's been a little bit of debate around the classifications the last week or so, hasn't there?
Yes, there has. Yeah, look, my old mate Steve Melling there in Enright, P1920. We just started back there in race 1, and we, it all sort of unfolded in front of us. But
yeah,
you got the likes of Brad Robinson. He didn't have such a good race. He'll probably do better this time round. Carson in P12, Baker in P13. These guys are sort of people to watch that would normally sort of do a bit better than that. Possibly. So yeah, no, good racing to come. We hope.
We hope. Look, and the mid pack is just hectic. The speed from these guys is so equal, isn't it? Like for a big bunch of the field, but it's in the middle of the field. So the racing, it just gets really close, and we quite often see 3 wide. And when you get 3 wide, the chances are there's some contact. And we saw a little bit of that in race 1 on this very technical Laguna Seca circuit, ladies and gentlemen. So look, stay tuned as the boys start to roll down through the corkscrew and get lined up for the start of race 2. So yes, just rounding the second and final corner there. Phil Antoon, Brandon Webley, Spence, Fudderdo, Tan, Aerosmith, Niparis, Wadsworth, Perkins and Nash rounding at the top 10. Just tucked in behind that is the group we were just talking about, Farmer, which was the Shackelford, Carson, Baker, Robertson, Shields, Van der Venter. Look, and the list just goes on. Damien Jones, Steve Melling, Thackeray, you would have been in amongst that as well. So we're about to go green, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Race 2, round 2, Laguna Seca, Asrnz 2025 GT3 Series. Good jump again from Antoon. That Nissan gets the power down well. Look back a little bit, side by side. The Nissan might clear the Mustang. The rest of the field, side by side. Very tight stuff here, very orderly. Well contested, but clean as we see Carson and Baker. That's Robertson tucked up in behind there. Side by side, I think that's Shields and Van der Venter. No, it's actually further back. It's Thackeray and Jones. Shackelford losing a position.
Gee, it's a lot to watch, mate. It's a lot to watch.
There's a lot going on. Very
so far,
clean.
So good for
very
the boys
clean.
on the opening lap.
Just had my eyes in the peripheral there, looking at Arrowsmith and Niparis well up in the distance towards the front end there. Antoon, Webley, Spence away cleanly, nicely. Also Fudado and Chan, but Arrowsmith has Niparis to think about. Arrowsmith doing a stunning job last week. Tucked in behind Niparis is Wadsworth and Perkins, Nash and Shackelford in 11th again. So Shackelford holding his position. Field very, very clean start. I was just about to call you J-Man Farmer. Just look at Melling, Haas on Melling. Haas gets it done. The Aston over the Mustang down into Thackeray, Circolini, should I say, on Shields as well. That is still a current battle. These guys, look at these guys go. 29 cars on track for race 2 here. Probably, I think we lost one, Farmer, because the driver come up in. The driver
yeah,
came.
we did. Look, yeah, we've lost 3 since race 1, but like the big loser in that lap 1, Nev Shields down 11 spots.
Yeah.
Van der Venter lost spots, so Mitchie Haas up 7. So there's some big moves in that opening lap, mate.
Yeah.
Scotty Rivers down 7 as well. So
very technical, like we were just talking about. Even just to get a good, clean, fast lap out by yourself is difficult. Let alone lap 1 in a field like this as we watch Fudado show the nose on Spence big time. Does he hold him wide? He's on the wrong side. Can he make it live out there? Can he do anything with it? He's running with a big Tan now. Tan. Right, just keeps his nose well out of that. Arrowsmith tucked right in behind. Is Niparis just keeping his distance? There's a little bit of a gap between Niparis and Arrowsmith. I'm sure with his pace, what he showed at Zandvoort last week, it's easily got the pace to be right on the back of that BMW. Is he just holding back and keeping an eye on the situation? That is hot. That is so hot, that battle. We are only obviously 2 laps in. This field is bunt. That is the top of the field. Apart from, I think, Antoon and Webley have stretched on the rest of this slot. So,
yes, they've pulled a decent little gap there, haven't they, over the opening 2 laps?
Yep.
Just looking at the attitude of Shane's car, it's yes, mate. He's got some soft suspension setup running on that Lambo. I can tell you just by watching that car behaviour around the track there. So sometimes works well, sometimes makes it a handful.
Yep.
Stu Arrowsmith having a good look on Chang too. This is great stuff from Stu.
So here comes Niparis. Oh,
yes.
So just that little look that you just commented on, and we'll see if we can go back, was enough to slow Asrnz and allow Nippers to just show the nose there in the third corner there, or the second corner there, the right-hander. And yeah, Asrnz would want to be wary of that. Nippers has already shown himself to be quite formidable competitor. So definitely one. What is going on in the background? Yeah, Thircolini, Rivers, Smith. Oh, they're side by side. Is that Thircolini on Grimmer? Rivers is in amongst that as well. So run up under the bridge, up to the kink. Very awkward corner that, isn't it, Farmer?
Oh, it's very awkward corner. It's blind. It's blind going in. It's blind coming out. As you go over the top there to dip down into the corkscrew, you got no idea where the next apex is. It's just guesswork. Yeah, just looking at the state of Rivers' car, it's
busted, isn't it?
Well busted, and he's certainly been in the wars. In the
wars, or walls, or both. And
yes.
Working hard. Past Grimmer though, in the sky, and as we just watched Melling actually tucked up in behind a couple of Mustangs here. The Valvoline car just tucked in up underneath the wing of the Texaco Mustang. Couple of very nicely painted cars there too, my Jew Farmer.
Yes, thank you. The boys opting for the fossil fuel themed liveries this season. And that's Steve-O putting a lot of pressure on the back of RND right there, isn't it? These two are on comms together. They'll be having a chat.
They'll be loving it, won't they?
Bit of a gap in front of them actually to does that Mitchie Haas here. Cleaned out in front of those guys, so yeah. And as we just see, oh, is that Melling? Is that through the corkscrew again? No.
Oh, just picking up on what's going on at the front here. That is Asrnz and Nippers past Chan. So not sure what happened there. We'll see if we can pick up a replay.
Yeah, look.
So yeah, Chan just leaving it out wide there in T1. Just allowed Asrnz past easily in the BMW. Left him out hanging. Nippers just sneaks it on in and goes, I'm coming too. And it's all over Red Rover. Vic Chan, 2 positions back into 7th, with now Asrnz and Nippers in front in 5th and 6th respectively. So those boys moved forward. Also, who was that just going backward? That's 7 other.
Who did I just catch there? That looked like the car of Tony Spence, was it? Just having a hell moment through the dipper there, losing a few positions as well. Gifting Stu, Nippers and Vic Chan.
Okay, let's just have a look at
well.
So we're just picking up on the Spence car, running up towards the corkscrew now, in front of Fonato. Gets a bounce off the curb, and like you said, unforced error. Farmer picking up on the replay there. All 4 of those boys pass there. Fonato, Asrnz, Nippers, and Chan. So, very, very unfortunate mistake there for Spence. He'll be kicking himself for that one. That one would have hurt. Four posies, mate, eh? Little bit of bounce off the inside curb at the top of the hill into the corkscrew, and just unweighted the car, and it just turned as it dropped off the hill. Nothing he could do about it as we pick up on Carson chasing down Shackelford.
I'm not sure what's happened there, David, but Stu Arrowsmith showing in P17. Is that correct? He's lost 11 positions.
Oh.
On track. Somehow he slipped. He was
there we go. We're just picking up on the end of it.
Moments ago.
Just picked up the end of it on the replay, which you probably won't be able to see, Farmer. But yeah, losing it out of, I think it's about turn 5 there. The last of the right-handers before they turn left and go up the hill there. Just looked like an unforced error. Again,
unforced error.
yeah, from one of the top guys here. We just saw Spence do it the lap before. Now Asrnz. These boys pushing hard. And pretty well paying the consequences for it, aren't they?
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
when it's unforced and you do it on your own, what can you say?
Well, you got no one to blame, have you? Except you got to give yourself an uppercut, don't you, brother?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, Stu Aerosmith down 11 spots, Nev Shields down 11 spots, Steve Malling down 11 spots. So some big errors coming from these guys. A lot of it unforced.
Oh, Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca is biting. And biting hard. Carso on Shackelford. Up to the top of the hill, to the corkscrew. That's Nash and Perkins just in front of them. Oh, and Shackelford very slippery over the crest. And we just saw Spence throw it away there earlier.
That's a tight little battle there.
Yeah, there's a few in there actually. That is, like I said, that is Perkins, Nash, Shackelford, Carson. I think it actually goes back as well. It's got Robinson.
Yes, we've got Brad Robinson in there.
And Wadsworth, just I can see over the rear wing of Cartho's car. There's a car. Oh, and it's on in behind him.
Here we go. I think that's Tony Spencer's car coming back through, is it?
No, it's Wadsworth.
Wadsworth, sorry.
So plenty going on as we just see. It looks like the Uncle Joe Racing Datsun just off to the side. They're letting this pack come through. They're coming through quick. So just stepping aside as a lap vehicle. Very good spatial awareness there from Joe. Nash on Perkin. Also got Nippers on Frodo just up in front, which we might just sneak to actually on the cameras now. Nippers, Frodo. Nippers. We are getting down towards the end of the race. A little over 7.5 minutes to go. Big push from Nippers.
Do you feel he's trying hard in there?
You think so? He was working for that.
Oh. The wheels off that Nissan. Yeah.
Absolutely. Probably dropped him a couple of car legs there, Farmer. Paid the price. But, yeah, definitely pushing hard. What's the old saying? You know, if you don't have a lose or you don't come off, you're not trying hard enough.
Yes, exactly. If you, how do you know the limit if you don't go past it? No, so yeah.
Right. But look, we must get back to this. I think it's Nash. No, it even goes further. It's actually Perkins, Nash, Shackelford, Carthen, Robinson, Wadsworth, Baker's tagged on the end of that, and there's a couple more guys not far behind it in Thackeray and Haas. So these guys going hard. Got to get over the rear wing, I think, of Shackelford's car at the moment, and just have a look at the attitude of the lot, that lot behind him. Spence is under a lot of pressure as well. It's just showing up on my timing as well, with Chan giving in some temperature. We might back to Nippers on Fodderdo.
On Fodderdo, isn't he?
Into one. Fodderdo's making him work the outside.
Yeah, Fodderdo sent him wide.
But, oh yeah, he had to hold him out there, because if he stays out there, he's lost it for this one. So working hard. Oh, Fodderdo wheeling the dirt out of the cockpit of Matt Nippers here. See him working hard on the wheel here. Fodderdo with the wheel in the dirt back there.
Coming up on a back marker too there, David. This is where it does get interesting.
Ooh, through the kink. Oh.
Oh.
And that looks like Spencer's car, actually, is it? Who was that? That wouldn't have been Spence. There is.
No,
That's
no,
the
it's
Aston.
not.
That would have been
No.
the Aston.
Yeah, look, I'm not familiar with full deliveries so far this season, mate.
All good, all good. So yeah,
Ryan Smith is in the matte black
Aston.
McLaren there.
Oh, the McLaren. That's the other one. That's the one. Yep. So nice work, and look, we just we go from like so close together. These guys. Last lap, we saw Nippers here taking on Shane Frodo. And this lap coming around, he's got 4 or 5 car lengths on him. So how easily can it change? We get back to this battle with Carso, Robinson, and the likes. It's Shackelford, Carson, Robinson, Baker, Wadsworth, and Thackeray. Look at these guys. This is ASRNZ mid-pack. It is intense. It's heated. And there is so much going on. You can see that line of cars all the way to the back of Vic Chan nearly, I think it is. Massive row of cars there. Only a little over 3.5 minutes to go. Looking pretty
Having
close.
a little check up the front too, mate, because Webley in P2 has just put in the best lap of the race.
Ooh.
And he's not relenting on Mav out in front at all.
So Webley on the mark, as we just see Robinson and Carso go at it. Now, Carso made the slightest of mistakes as he came off the hill after the corkscrew there. Robinson just got enough, just got the car set up enough. Let's see if we can get a replay on it. So we just watch him come out of this left hand here, and you just see Carso run a little bit wide, a little bit unsettled. Just puts Robinson on the left-hand side of him as he runs up to the final corner there. Really had nothing he could do but yield. Robinson past Carson. Nice work.
Good work from Brad.
Chan on Spence.
Oh, this has been going on for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, oh, look at this in the background too. Sorry, I'm just jumping back and forth a little bit, guys. But Wadsworth, Haas.
Yes.
Smith's in there.
Yeah.
Thackeray looks like he's been off track. Plenty going on. We will sneak back to the Vic Chan battle with Spence, though, as we start to wind down here. Oh, just under 2 minutes to go. Race 2 here at Laguna Seca for ASRNZ's 2025 GT3 Series. It's round 2. Race 2. And Chan chases down Spence. Can he get it done? I think Vic's still coming to grips with the Porsche. Eh?
Yeah, I just seen him go a little bit deep into one there, and he started to close the gap, but then lost it on the exit. And another big sort of drift there.
Yeah.
Mid corner for Chan. He's got a handful. The Porsche's always been known for a little bit of a handful, isn't it?
It's not the easiest bitch to ride.
Yeah.
And look, he's got to be careful, because he really does have a whole bunch of action going on behind him here. It's not that far back to Nash, Perkins and Nash and Shackelford. These guys aren't that far behind him, so they've stayed in touch with the lead pack, as we just hear over our comms. Leader is on the final lap, but these guys. Oh, look, he can't relax. The slightest mistakes, and it's all over. Arrowsmith in a sandwich here between Damien Jones and Wadsworth. That's a little angry little pack as we wind into the
Very
final
tight.
lap.
Very tight.
The adrenaline rate just goes up that little bit more as they roll across the line for the last lap. Wadsworth on Aerosmith. Heaps overlap on the outside. Does that make him vulnerable too?
Oh!
And it does. Haas hits him. He just pulls that Asrnz. Lets him go. Both looking for the same bit of track. Doesn't always work. We've got Nash on Perkins. We've got Niparis on Frodo. Into the corkscrew. And Toon's going to be across the line any second. Niparis just a few two little car lengths apart. He's going to give it a crack. Oh. As we see Antoon and Webley bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper across the line. We see Frodo and Niparis pretty well bumper to bumper across the line. Unbelievable. Spence, bit of air. And then we got Vic Tam with a bit of air. And then look at this. Perk, Nash, Shackelford, Robinson, Carson. We got Wally Baker next. And then I think it's Aris with Jones, Turner, Enright. Fackery rounding the final. Simpson coming down to the final corner in the 68 Monster Mustang. Vanderventer in the Bentley. Davison in the Yas. Thickerlini in the Paul. Scotty Rivers tucked in behind. And that beat up. It looks beat up. Is it the paint? Is it the livery or is it beat up?
I think it's beat up, mate.
No, well, look, it wasn't beat up. Look at Joe Grimmer's car. Like, it is beat up. His bloody bonnet's up. So
that is well beat up.
So
yeah.
I don't know how the aero's going on that one at the moment. But anyway, so there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Antoon Webley, Frodo, Niparis, Spence Chan, Perkins Nash, Shackelford up into 9th. Awesome work from Rusty and Brad Robinson rounding out the top 10. Ladies and gentlemen, good effort from the boys. We actually take a very short intermission, and we shall be back in a moment. If I can find the intermission button. Welcome back, everybody. You've joined us again for a pre-recorded stream of Asrnz's 2025 GT3 Series Round 2 at Laguna Seca. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just completed race 2, and the boys are out for qualifying for race 3 as we get back in the booth with my good friend and the MatchFit family, Farmer. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good mate, thank you. Yeah, welcome back, guys. What do we got? The third and final race of the night. A little bit longer, this one, mate. A little bit longer, an extra 10 minutes, 30-minute race.
Yep. So a couple of 20s and 30 here, quickfire stuff. Very short qualifying sessions for these boys, though, Farmer, like we touched on in Q2. You were saying you really only get the out lap and 2 flying laps if you're out there and on the money straight away too.
Yes. Yeah,
so,
that's right. Yeah.
And I suppose with some of the longer tracks, you really got to be on the money. And I suppose like track real estate can be, like a little bit difficult to find sometime when everybody's out there so early, trying to get their laps in first.
Yeah, they also restricted us to 4 sets of tyres too over the 3 races for the night as well. So, but then in saying that, you only got a couple of laps quality in, so you didn't really use a lot of tyre in the quality itself.
Good point.
We were sort of commenting on, don't forget the tyre numbers. It was like, we only done 2 laps,
two or 3 laps,
yeah. And it's only a 20-minute race, so let's just use it,
Yeah. So you're pretty well just scrubbing them in, aren't you?
You are.
Yeah. So as we see, first phase of qualifying here for race 3, Q3 here for race 3, 30-minute race. Still no CPS in these races on this race format on the Super Sprints nights. But yeah, first phase of quali, 5 minutes these guys get the Pro-Ams and the Ams out on track together. As you see, we're just picking up, I think that is the Louis Van Avent Bentley there, just circulating at the moment. So yes, the Pro and Pro-Am boys out there as we speak for 5 minutes, which is winding down very quickly, second by second, clearly. And they've only got about a minute or so to go, and then we will see the Pro and Silver Class boys roll out. And as we just see Vanderbilt just having a bit of a slip up there. Back
we will, and we've just seen Rusty there top the Pro-Am timetable gain with 23 flat. So look, I did a 23.8, I think, with my bit.
Okay.
During race there, so
that's pretty handy. That's pretty stout time there.
Outstanding, obviously, from Rusty. But
I was saying a pretty stout time from you.
Right. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Stellar. Yeah. 23.8. We're talking Damien Jones, 23.8. He was just in front of me during race, so 23.4 for him. 23 flat from Rusty. That's a good time. That's a good time in my book. So now, I don't think we'll see too much advancement on that.
Well, it looks. I think it was 3 or 4 tenths quicker than his Q2 time. So nice work. But we did see him top the board early in Q2, and then sort of get pushed back down as the qualifying session went on. So, but we're not going to see that this time, are we? Because look, the time's pretty well run out. There's only a couple of guys in those 2 classes, the Pro-Am and the Am guys, that can challenge him, and they're probably none of those guys are on track anyway. As we see the Pro guys starting to roll out, the likes of Aaron Smith, the likes of Webley, The likes of Fernando and Antoon, Vic Chans, the Vic Chans of this world. Farmer.
The big chance of this world. We used to sort of all try and gauge it on how good Vic Chan was, but seen in certainly in the first couple of races tonight that the Phil Antoons and the Webley and whatnot, they've got his measure. Even Faradel's had his measure too, and Aerosmith as well. So
absolutely.
yeah, great to see. Nev Shields was the last Pro-Am out on track, but he did not beat his time. P6
There you go.
for the Pro-Am class. So where's my old mate Steve Melling and Aaron Enright?
Melling
Steve
sitting
Melling
in the
choosing
pit.
not to qualify.
That's
Interesting. Either saving tyre or
sure. Look, we just
perhaps-
talked about we didn't need to save
well, we
tyres.
know he's not saving tyre. I was just trying to help him out, but maybe he's gone to get a cup of tea or something during the break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Enright as well, P16, so he hasn't really put in
So both those
a
boys,
lap time either.
Yeah. both those boys look like they might be sitting it out. And look, we know these guys would just be more than happy just to race each other at the back of the field too. You know that.
That's actually what it's all about. It's all about racing against your mates.
It is. It is.
When you know you can't win, mate.
Yeah.
You got to take those small little challenges.
Oh, especially with these guys, you know, like
Impact,
yeah. Awesome stuff as we see Fernando circulating in the one of the Giga racing cars. That's plaid. That's plaid, isn't it? It's like that pattern on it. Oh dear. It's awesome looking Lamborghini. Always makes it look fast. Perkins out there in one of the Ferraris, I think it is, and we just put the curse on him as he just comes down out of the corkscrew and loops that car around, no contact, gets it pointed in the straight line and continues on, or does he? We might just flick away from and let him regather his senses. So, who's first on track? I think it's...
What do we got? I don't know, but we've got Webley on pole at the moment, which is by
Whisker. Yeah, that's right.
Whisker, 3/100 second to Phil Antoon.
Yeah.
And another 3/100 second back to Vic Chan, so super tight between the top three. Yeah,
look, you really just the top 6 or 7 at the moment in these fast guys is just unbelievable. These guys are so quick and so close. We saw it at the end of 2024, this pack of guys starting to really get switched on, and now we're rolling here into the first couple of rounds of 2025 here at Asrnz for the GT3 series, and these guys are even closer again as we just see Antoon roll over for a 21.842. Wow, Farmer, it's some quick stuff there. Webley eclipses it. Oh,
Jesus.
Says thanks for coming.
Thanks for putting that carrot out there.
There's another bloody 2 tenths.
It is.
Chase that.
Well done from Webley. Chan's got a little bit up his sleeve, but
he got more. Enough.
He hasn't. More.
Yeah, still early in the lap, about halfway through, and sliding that Porsche around there. Trying to find that grip. Look, Chan really coming to grips with the new car. Not his style of things. Again, that car. So sideways. Loads of opposite lock to keep that thing in check as he chases Antoon's time. He's still up on his delta, but not enough.
He was, but he lost 3 tenths through that big drift there.
Needed that 3 tenths.
Costly.
Qualifying's over, so that will be his last lap. Fernando's got...
Fernando's up. Wordsworth is also up, so
Wordsworth
jump spot or two, possibly.
Wadsworth will roll across the line first. What's that jump? Up to Fodado.
Put him into P4, could it? No,
Fodado.
put him into P3.
Snuck in there. So big shuffle there. Spence is still coming.
Worth to P5.
Spence will maybe move
well up.
one position. Maybe two. No, one position for Spence. Up into 8th over Thircolini. So there, that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. So a little bit of a shuffle here. We got Webley on the front row. Right at the top of the list this time. Antoon joining him on the front row. Shane Fodado, Vic Chan. So a little bit of a shuffle around there in the top 4. Wadsworth, Aaron Smith, Niparis, Tony Spence, Thircolini in 9th. And hello, Rusty Shackford making it into the top 10 in qualifying. So well done, Rusty.
Well done, Rusty.
Jesus is king, brother. Jesus is king. That's all I got to say. So
definitely showing good pace is Rusty.
Definitely.
Considering he doesn't play a lot, he's turned up late and he's come on. He's got good pace. Good pace.
He definitely does. He definitely does. Spends a lot of time in the comms box with us. We've probably corrupted him a little bit. Maybe not actually. It's probably the opposite way around. But yeah, look, busy man, doesn't get a lot of seat time. So yeah, good to see Rusty up there and smashing it out. And another thing to point out about Rusty, new to VR. You would know that, Farmer, as well. And
so new to VR, and
yes.
Is this a turnaround? That's what's happened because he was back on my pace. He should be back in 18, sort of P22 ish.
Oh, you hearing this, Rusty?
So maybe he's loving that VR there, Davo, and it's really working for him.
Yeah. So yeah, nice work. And look, and as much as anybody that's changed from VR, from monitors to VR, it can be a bit of a jump for some of the boys. It can take a little while to get your head around it and acclimatise to it. Clearly, Rusty's got his head around it.
He's loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it. There's more to Rusty than ACC on VR as well. He has been all over it on the mini on the mini putt challenge
golf
with the boys. Very serious stuff, I tell you, outside of the race. There's a lot more to the community that does unfold. Yeah,
that's right, people. You think they take this shit seriously? You wait till you get them in a mini golf server. Jesus.
Yes, look, our own J-Man has the green jacket in the mini putt survey, and he's got he has got a good grip on it. He has no problem putting it up for grabs on night, and
awesome.
He's good. He's good. J-Man is very good with a putter in his hand. Yes.
Some white shoes on. Okay. Okay. Enough of that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to the racing, Farmer. This is Asrnz. This is where it's at. Asrnz 2025 GT3 series. It's round 2. It's Laguna Seca. It's a super sprint night. This is the 3rd race of the night. 30-minute, no compulsory pit stop. And if the first 2 races were anything to go by, this is going to be epic as the cameras are on Kenny Simpson's car. We must thank MatchFit, and we've got to thank Race Control and all the other good people that helped this little show roll. But Farmer, who's your money on here?
I was just going to ask you the same question, mate. And I think this is Webley's race. I think he's had enough of P2. He's showing that he can put it on pole here. He's been improving through the night. We've seen him do the fastest lap in the previous race. My money's on Webley to take this one out. Absolutely. Sign me up.
Look, sign me up. Look, I'm actually a Webley fan myself. He does well. He does well. But look, we did see those guys bumper to bumper across the line. Antoon, a cheeky bit of a bugger, and might have just backed off there to show off a little bit. But yeah, look, these guys did bunch towards the end of the race. Very, very high racing IQs from both of these guys. Look, could be anybody's game. Luckily for Webley, there's no pit stops tonight because I know his pit crew got to kick up the arse last week.
Pretty average,
yeah,
yes.
Very average. But yeah, look, just looking down this field, that top 10 is effing solid. If you can get yourself in a top 10 position in qualifying at Asrnz, mate, you have already won, mate, because that is pretty bloody awesome. These guys race hard and fast and clean as they start to form up. We just see that on Helicam now. Look at that field. Webley, Antoon, Fotado, Chan, Wadsworth, Arrowsmith as usual tucked in there in the Falcon BMW. Nippers in 7th. Spence 8th. Thircolini and Rusty Shackelford, like we mentioned, rounding out the top 10. Rounding the final corner here. Final race of the evening. Round 2, Laguna Seca, Asrnz 2025 GT3 Series. Let's go green, ladies and gentlemen. Bam. Look at the power of that Nissan straight away, even on the outside. Nearly gets a wheel out on the dirt there. Still pushing for it. Like you said, is this Webley's race? Look at Fotado. Pokes it down there. Just gets it done. And who's that in the background as well? That's Wadsworth going Chan. Chan's lost the position. Arrowsmith on Nippers. Arrowsmith needs to be in front of Nippers, and he gets it done as well. Look in the background. That's Thircolini losing to Spence as well. And who's around?
That looked like the Brad Robinson car there.
One of the red Asrnz maybe.
Yep.
Very quick so far. Very clean. One little slip up in the background. Look at these guys through the kink, up over the hill. Very solid start from the boys. Down to the Fotado in 2nd now, behind Webley. These guys raced a lot recently. Very quick. Antoon losing a position there to Fotado, first corner. Wadsworth.
Bentley too wide there.
An event.
Pretty good lap, pretty good opening lap there.
Yeah, pretty tidy actually.
Couple of big losers there.
Just kept.
Brad Robinson down 15 spots.
Brad Robinson probably
down 13 spots. So, yeah.
Couple of big losers there. I think Baker and Davison.
Big losers.
Baker and Davison also down. And look, just a quick note. Shackelford still in 10th, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus is king.
Go Rusty.
Go Rusty. Stellar job. Very tidy and a bit of a gap up the front with Webley and Fotado a second apart as they roll through the 2nd lap here. Antoon a little bit behind. But a little bit of a gap between these guys. Not too fierce just as yet as they start to settle down. Chan starting to apply the blowtorch. But yeah, keeping it pretty orderly so far.
I was just thinking quietly with, I don't know, taking Antoon into 1 there. That's just almost given Webley a little bit of a sort of a breather behind him, knowing that he's got the pace on Shane.
Yep.
And he's really just going to be able to just put the hammer down now and make the most of the little advantage he's going to have until Antoon can, maybe, if he can, find his way past Fotado.
Well, that's it.
P2. So
That's it. That's it. And it's
and
such a,
yeah,
just such a if, like situation, isn't it? Can you, if you get there, like, because the slightest of mistake, as we just saw, even then, Chan with a wheel off the edge of the curb there, just unsettling the Porsche on the exit. We see that thing get a little bit looser and looser as the race goes on at the hands of Chan. So he's got to get the business done. Wally Baker on Turner, running up the hill to under the bridge towards the kick. Oh, that's Simpson tucked in behind. Simpson. Nash on Shackelford. Shackelford, he's going to have to work for that 10th, I reckon.
yeah, look, and so he should. He's a little bit ahead of where he should really be. Since class division sort of puts him there. So you go Rusty by all means. Top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, I mean, we were talking after the first quali there. We were having a little chat behind the scenes saying, mate, if we can get into the 20, we're having a good night.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like if Rusty can get into the 10, wow, that's outstanding.
That is outstanding.
Yeah,
as we just see Spence around the outside of Nesper. So is he? Wow, that was close. Well, let's have another look at that. We'll get into the helicam here. Niferus inside on Spence there as they exit the left-hander. Oh, Spence, Niferus just coming together there. Niferus losing out, holds position, but drops him back a little. Allows Spence to focus on the back of Aerosmith. So these guys starting to push.
Yeah, wow. That was a good little tussle there, Davo.
Oh, yeah.
These guys going too wide.
Look at Niferus, Thurcolini, Shackelford. Look at all that going on. Niferus has fallen way back. So he's had another little moment it's pushed him way back from behind Spence. Look at that. And look at that angry little group there. They're just going, oh, look at that. That's Matt Niferus. We are going quick now because we're behind his Nissan.
We're staying with that Nissan,
They're all trailing along behind it. And look at it. It is a fair train too, mind you. There. Farmer behind Niferus. That goes all the way back to...
That goes all the way back to Damien Jones, isn't it, in P13? Yeah. Yeah, super close.
So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
7 cars in that.
And Niferus puts the foot down and goes, look, I'm just going to have to leave you guys back there. As we just see in the ground, that was Thurcolini, was it?
It was.
Oh, Thurcolini and Nash. We'll get a replay on that.
Nash just the unfortunate guy in that.
As we get a replay, helicam, 30 seconds. Up under the bridge. Rusty didn't get a good run. Over the hill. Oh, it's Nash into the back of Thurcolini. Awkward little moment.
And it's obviously upset Thurcolini because he has decided to call it a night, Davo, after that incident.
Okay, they've towed that thing back to the trailer.
They have. It's obviously well beat up.
He's in the bar already. So we're going to go Carson Shackelford. Carso Shackelford and DJ here. Damien Jones, a.k.a. Jacques. And look at this lot going at it. Shackelford, upper position off that little frapper in front of him there. And yeah, just
P9.
loving that. But look, Carso's keeping him honest, mate.
Carso's gone 3 spots from his starting. Damien Jones up 5 spots too from his starting position. So
Hang on, hold the phone. Why is...
Farrell is now leading the race. What did we miss, Dave?
We've gone back a minute on the helicam here, ladies and gentlemen, on the replay to see if we can pick up this drama, this unfolding drama. So, up
yes, I've just done the same.
Up through the kink, under the bridge, and
it's
look, not
good
even...
run, isn't it? A beautiful run from the Lambo.
Look, Webley really didn't make a mistake. He was just a little bit wide, just didn't nail it.
He
Shane,
didn't make a mistake, David, but he didn't cover his line either, did he?
And Shane just blows by him like he's looking for a parking spot at the shopping centre. And Shane Frodo, ladies and gentlemen, in the lead. There
Go Shane.
Go Shane. So, taking control of the race, Shane Frodo, first position, Webley in second, and Toon just sitting back, actually dropped back a few tenths there, just going, whoa, what just happened there? Vic Chan, probably about the same, just tucked in behind. You can see them all in camera shot together though. Frodo, Webley, Antoon and Chan as they roll across the start-finish line in a backup shot there. You can see Aaron Smith, Wadsworth, Tony Spence, and now Nippers in clean air in between those two battles. So in between Spence and from Shackelford back, though, that's when it starts to get busy. Although Shackelford's actually stretched the lead there. So those boys have had a little bit of a shuffle as we drop back to that replay earlier there, Farmer. Look at the gap between... Who's that? DJ, from DJ back to Shields.
Yes. Yeah, decent 5 seconds there now all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it was 5/10 earlier.
It was.
It was only the last lap, actually. So something going on as well. Turner just going backwards there out of turn 1, I would suspect. But yeah, Perkins starting to put pressure on Simpson. Simpson in the Monster Energy number 68 Mustang there. Ever the gentleman, Kenny. So he will he'll make the Mustang wide, but you know, push comes to shove, he will be respectful to Perkins' pressure. Who else has lost a position? That is Webley. What happened there? We are going to pick up a replay of that out of the corkscrew, running down the hill here. Got it on the 32nd here. That's Antoon actually running out and off track there in the background. And Webley
redressing that.
Oh, okay.
So something has happened earlier on. It almost looked like Antoon was going for a pit.
Yeah, but it's too early.
Into the wrong chute.
True.
and then Webley carrying on. So
big shuffle. Webley dropping multiple positions back out of the top 10 into a Antoon still holding. So has moved up to second position clearly. Vic Chan in third. We just see actually Wadsworth and Spence changing position. And is that Spence off track? Hang on. Let's get a bit of a replay on that. As we just see Spence rounding the left-hander at the bottom of the hill, up under the bridge, through the kink, this little orchid, and gets it all wrong, out in the sand. Digs himself out of that, allows Wadsworth to go past, up towards the corkscrew. I think he totally misses his marker. He might have got a bit of curb on the right-hand kink there before it's gone deep. He's had to, it's just got worse. There for Spence, back into sixth position. All of this shuffling around has put Rusty Shackelford in
P8.
into P8.
Yes.
You know,
Aerosmith to P4.
So Aerosmith to P4. What a shuffle. Who else is here? Nash and Enright. And Melling and Rivers. Oh, Melling all over Rivers, actually. Yeah.
Melling. Okay, you're melling up 4 spots from the starting grid there, so
These
made
guys...
a little headway, but...
So was Enright and Melling started from the back, did they?
Well, Enright's gone up 7 spots, so he obviously started in P26.
Yeah.
Melling up 4 spots, started in P28. Perkins up 10 spots, started P25.
Wow.
So, yeah, Webley down 10 spots. Been the biggest loser so far in the race. Nev Shields up 5 spots as well. So...
Yeah, nice work from Nev there. Good gain as this race winds down. Still 15, we're only halfway through. No, not quite, actually. A little over 15 minutes to go. Out of the front of Van der Venter's car as they come across the start-finish line. Once again, 10 laps in, ladies and gentlemen. The big Bentley, as the shadows get long, the day drawing to an end, but still 15 minutes of racing yet to go. Carso in 9th. Still just keeping the pressure on that BMW of Rusty Shackelford at the moment.
Yeah, and look, Rusty only needs a top 10, so he can afford to lose this spot.
That's not the way you think about these things.
It's not, okay.
But look, yeah, but you know, like if push comes to shove, like you're saying, you know, like he doesn't need to force the issue. If there's some overlap there, sometimes it's better to just let it go, isn't it? Or safer.
Well, it is. It's safer, and if you know the guy's slightly quicker behind you, sometimes it's always easier to chase someone than it is to lead.
Yeah.
So
of course.
Yeah.
So.
But they're not that far from the back of Nippers.
No, they're not. And Nippers is actually got overlap with Spence.
He's trying. Spence leaving him a little bit of room for the
Spence with
infield of 1.
So Spence a little untidy out of 1 there. Just dipping the tyre in the dirt there. Does himself no favours. Puts him offline, slows him up. Nippers just can smell the blood. And like we were just talking about, you can see clearly in camera shot, that is Shackelford and Carson right behind him. Those guys well in touch. Webley back into 10th position, not too far behind him. It'll only be a matter of time. Look, we've got 13 and a half odd minutes to go. If Webley can keep it on the track, I would suspect they will see the front of that Mustang ranging up on them pretty bloody quickly, Farmer.
Absolutely, mate. Just watching a little bit of a hiccup from old Melling in the background. I'm just trying to find on my data there, David, what happened to Webley. Oh, he's back in 10. So
yeah, he's back in 10.
My hot tip of the night has not come through for me. I'm gonna have to get on the Lamborghini train and say, go Shane. Go Shane.
He's going to revise his bet.
Yeah, if I can, thanks. Yeah.
Can we do that?
A good 2-second gap over Phil Antoon for the lead.
So now Farmer's on the Shane train. We're going to
absolutely, mate.
Revise that situation. Look, and put all that aside. I think it's Spence, Nippers, Shackelford, as we just see Nippers finally sneaks past Spence. I think this four-way battle going on here, these two pairs, Nippers and Spence and Shackelford and Carson holding each other up. Again, I think that Webley car might come through and gain another few positions back before this race is over as we watch Nippers and Spence into the corkscrew. Whoa. Very close together. Nippers really wide in the Skyline.
wide.
Wow. So, look, this is not over. It's far from it. I think Nippers has made it past, but I don't think that car is overly dominant over Spencer's car. Maybe in a straight line as we just see that Skyline stretch its legs a little bit, but
That's rusty Shackford.
that is
All of a sudden,
right there.
right on the back of them. Wow.
Van Venter losing a position to Baker in the back as we start to wind down, getting toward 11 minutes to go. And it is heating up.
Rift from Nippers there in the Danson, and it's left him vulnerable.
This is definitely not over. Shackelford, look, I think would be best just to give himself some space. Look, I think if it was me.
No, take it on. Take it on.
Just go at it. Just balls deep.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he's going to have confidence, thinking that he's running with guys.
Well, he's there. He's there.
He's got
He's
what
up
it
for
takes
it.
now. Yeah.
And again, we see Spence with a wriggle. So these guys are trading mistakes pretty well between Nippers and Spence. Little wriggle here, wheel in the dirt there. It's just playing into the hands of Shackelford and Carson here. Carson, right there. Maybe Carso's thinking, I'll just hang back and wait for all three of them to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Working
maybe
up.
he's got more on the tank than we realise. He might just playing his time there. Who have we got behind him? Notice. Oh, that's Webley.
Webley, yeah.
That's Webley coming back through.
And that's what I was saying. It was only a matter of time. That Mustang was going to show its nose again pretty quickly. It's been a couple of laps, maybe not even 3, and there it is as he recovered.
Last lap round there, Webley a good second quicker than the pack in front of him. So.
And I just given, look, there's 10 minutes to go. Can he get Carson? Can he get Shackelford? Can he get Spence? And possibly Nippers? Oh, it's just so much work to do in 10 minutes.
Yeah, what have we got? 6 laps? Ish?
Oh, ish, yeah.
Ish. What has he got to get? 1 a lap? Yeah, it's a hard ask.
So they roll out of the corkscrew into this little flip-flop complex here before the final corner. Webley out of the car, and Webley there working hard. Definitely in recovery mode here. Looked like he pulled off for a redress for something that we might not have picked up on camera there, but all the same, trying to work his way back through the field and working hard for it at the moment. Simpson just losing a position to Robinson in the background. Pretty orderly field back from this little battle here, ladies and gentlemen. So we will stick with these guys as we see the sun starting to drop in the sky and those shadows get a bit longer. Changes things up a bit, and they're coming around some lap traffic now. And Uncle Joe and one of the Skylines there, very good spatial awareness from Joe Grimmer there, and gets out of the way smartly, lets his boys roll on through. It's a bit of a freight train, isn't it?
Absolutely, Davo. Just keeping an eye on the leaders there, mate, because Shane had a good 2.3 seconds lead over Phil Antoon there, which is now down to 0.5 according to my stats there. And last lap round we're showing Phil and going a good 16ths quicker than Shane per lap. So
he's got some work to do with over 7 minutes to go. We'll just get over the rear wing of the Lamborghini now. And,
very hard to see out the back of that Lambo too, but I'm sure Shane does know he's there.
I think he can feel the vibes. Yeah, look.
That's going to go to the wire. That will definitely go to the wire. Aerosmith in P3 too, so an outstanding drive from Jude.
Yeah, nice work.
He's got the better of Vic Chan, which is interesting.
Had a bit of an up and down night. Has Aerosmith, as has Chan. I think Chan. Look, I mean, I can make excuses for Chan. Definitely out of his comfort zone, car choice wise, by being in the Porsche. So you know, and we can clearly see that by the body language of the car. But Aerosmith just ever on the move. Like we saw him all through 2024. He just got better and better and better all through the year. He's hit 2025 and it's just on the money here. So a little bit of a slow start to the night, but look at this, third position. You know, fortuitously.
Third position. And I think probably the only guy in the field running a Logitech G29 wheel from 1983, Davo. Doing an outstanding job.
That's got to be worth double points.
Yes, yeah.
You know,
it really does an incredible job.
They should start start, you know, like applying points, you know, given how much money people spend on their rigs.
They should. Stu would certainly be due a few extra points.
The less money you spend, the more points you get.
Yes. No, he's doing really well. You know, Stu Aerosmith turned up club sort of on my pace or even behind my pace. And
not that long ago.
And not that long ago. No. And he's certainly shown a few of us, you know, you don't have to back here and be useless all your life. You can, you know, put your best foot forward and you can run with the big boys. And you don't need to be scared to do it. So, you know, well done to Stu. He deserves a lot of credit for
without a doubt
where he's come from and where he is now in his racing career.
Absolutely. I will interrupt you, sorry, Rama, and I totally agree.
Absolutely.
Nipper is Spence. Again, Spence pass. We will get a 30-second replay on that move. Fix it up. Yes, it does. Through the kink, up over the hill towards. So Nipper is getting a big shake on the outside, getting a wheel in the dirt again from that Nissan. Like I said, these guys are trading unforced errors. They have swapped positions so many times in the last 5 or 6 laps. And now once again, we see Spence in front of Nipperus. Awesome for us in the comms team. We love this stuff. Gives us plenty to talk about. But that battle is not over, and just in behind that is the Shackleton and Carson battle. Now, they have backed off a little bit from those two for some reason. Why? Carso's well back, actually. So Carso's had a bit of a slip up. He's back. Maybe Webley was forcing the issue there a little bit. So Carso got his eyes on the rear view. What we will have to look at now is the Vic Chan Aerosmith battle going on up here. We were just talking about talking up Stu Aerosmith and his performance in recent months, and look, up against one of the masters here in Vic Chan, so he's got his work cut out for him for the next 3.5 minutes. What's that? 2, maybe 3 laps here.
3 laps, yeah. This is when you start to have self-belief that you can do it, when you know there's only a couple of 3 to go. You've done the hard yards. Just got to finish it off, bring the race to the end.
Yeah.
We're also keeping a close eye on the 2 leaders there.
Antoon Fodado.
Very close to the back of Fodado's car.
We'll get cameras on the inside of Antoon's car there. And we saw Fodado just dips that Lamborghini ever so close to the ripple strip, but keeps it tidy. Antoon was even wider and still had the run on him, but look at this seesawing, the toing and throwing, slightly different lines between the 2 cars. Mid-engine Lamborghini and the long bonnet of the Skyline. Front engine. And look at the punch from the Lambo out of that corner there. Final corner.
Except from Shane out of the final turn.
Yeah.
Antoon having a little look down into to 1, but that was never going to come of anything. I think he's just trying to rattle Shane, isn't he, there?
Yeah.
I think
that last squeeze. Just
Shane
look
quite
at
solid there through the infield, actually. There's no real threat coming from Phil.
no.
Oh, a little bit of a wriggle. Old mate back markers getting well out of the way.
Just picking cameras up on Perkins, Robinson, Simpson there. Oh, as we just see Robinson turn, I think it was Perko there. Yes, it was. In the back. I'm sure they'll sort that out amongst themselves. As we wind down here, they will complete this lap and one more. Shane very deep into the braking area. The top of the corkscrew there. It has definitely put him offline, and it doesn't come out in the wash until right down the bottom here, and you can see nearly some overlap for man 2. Very close. And 2 weaving, dodging.
And you can see the attitude of the lap change, hasn't it? It's gone into defensive mode, and Shane's just covering the lines just beautifully.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
Look, and you can just about hear Antoon giggling as, like, as Shane misses that brake mark at the top of the hill. He's just like, I've got you here. And he chases him all the way down the hill, right to the final corner. These guys, well-versed in this sort of battle. Farmer, like, we just see it all the time. I mean, you've called these races before, mate, and these guys at the top, so disciplined.
Yeah, they are very disciplined, and neither of them are going to do anything stupid. You can sort of guarantee that. And I think Shane's going to bring it home, mate. I really do. So. I mean, I hope he does.
Look, yeah, hard work there, actually.
I think he deserves it. He deserves it. He got a great jump off the start. He got a good move done on Antoon early on in the race.
He did, yeah. The move was good, and, just caught him off. Got past, I think it was Webley at the time, was it?
Yes, it was for the lead.
Yeah,
yes.
For the lead.
Yes,
so, yeah, well deserved. As we see them come up and around the final corner, Antoon is trying his hardest. Yes. Shane Buttado across the line. Race 3, round 2, Laguna Seca. Asrnz 2025. GT3 series. Stu Arrowsmith, 3rd position. Vic Chan, 4th. Wadsworth. Spin.
Ooh, hang on.
Nippers.
Was that Nippers taking Spence out of the final turn?
Something happened there. Was. Rusty Shackford, 8th. Casso. Oh, okay, my board's just gone mental on me. Yes.
Yep,
Casso. Webley. Damien Jones. Neville Shields. That's how quick they were coming across. It freaked my data out. Neville Shields, Nashi, then who we got? Van Eventer, and now it is going round. Good effort from all there tonight.
But from all the boys, Nash, Falconry, Simpson, Baker, Enright, Brad Robinson down in 19. Malin, Turner, Davison, Scotty Rivers, and Joe Grimmer rounding out the 24, mate.
Nice. Good effort from the boys. Good turnout here again tonight for round 2 at Laguna Seca. And, I'm sure, look, plenty going on throughout the field there. I don't think we'll do driver interviews tonight, Farmer. I think we'll just hold off that one. Unless you want to, do you want to drag someone down?
Look, mate, you're cool. I'm just here as a support role guy.
No, that's okay. No, look, guys, this is obviously a delayed broadcast of the live stream tonight. So thank you everybody for bearing with us through our technical difficulties earlier in the night and making the time actually to jump on and watch this video. So yeah, give us a like and subscribe, and and hang in there for next week. I'll kick the internet gods and we'll get this thing working. We've got to thank Asrnz, of course, for their 2025 GT3 series, MatchFit Entertainment, and Race Command. And I'm going to thank you, Farmer, for just rocking up when I needed a little bit of a hand there earlier and sticking it out with me, mate. So good stuff.
No worries, Davo. Thanks very much for having me. Thanks to obviously everyone that watches the stream and the viewers, and another good night racing, mate. So it was a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you again next week. Good night for now.